Good day everyone. Today I'm going to discuss your Module 18 with a lesson titled Writing the Reaction Quotient or Equilibrium Constant Expression. So you have your lesson objective. First, you need to calculate the reaction of quotient and to write the equilibrium constant expression on different reaction. So first, I need to discuss what is a chemical equilibrium. When we say equilibrium, it should be balance. Yan. Chemical equilibrium applies to a reaction that can occur in both directions. Reactants are constantly forming products and vice versa. Meaning, a chemical equilibrium only happens in a reversible reaction. At the beginning of the reaction, the rate at that the reactants are changing into the products is higher than the rate of the products are changing into the reactants. So sabi niya, the rate daw po ng ating reactant going to product ay higher than pag product papunta sa reactant. Okay, sa ating chemical equilibrium. When the net charge of the product and reactants is zero, the reaction has reached equilibrium. So, pag ang net charge daw po ng dalawang yan, ng ating reaction, ng ating product at ang ating reactant, ibig sabihin, we already in a equilibrium. So, first, the system reaches equilibrium. Yan, nakikita natin. Then, the system continually exchange products and reactants while maintaining the equilibrium distribution. So, tandaan, at equilibrium, the amount of reactant and products are constant but not necessarily equal. Ibig sabihin, kung ano yung amount ng reactant mo at product mo, dapat hindi yun nagbabago. Okay? Hindi naman necessary daw, sabi niya, na maging equal sila. Pero ang importante dapat, hindi nagbabago yung amount nila. Next, the relative concentration of products and reactants at equilibrium is a constant. So, pag nasa equilibrium, nasa equilibrium daw ang ating reactant or ang ating reaction, dapat din po yung kanilang concentration ay hindi din nagbabago. It should be constant. Okay, kung kanina, dapat yung amount ng ating reactant at product ay hindi nagbabago, dito naman, yung concentration niya. Dapat yung concentration niya, the same pa rin. Okay, if they're in an equilibrium. So, equilibrium constant is represented by letter K. For a general chemical reaction, meron tayong A na maliit, A na malaki, ayan, B, reverse C plus D. Ayan. Equilibrium constant is equals to rate of forward divided by rate of reverse, or product would be the numerator and then your reactant should be the denominator. So, makikita natin dyan sa ating formula na yung itong ating product ay naging numerator niya. Ayan. And then, yung ating reactant, siya naman ang kanyang denominator. Yan po ang tatandaan natin sa ating chemical equilibrium. The product should be on the numerator and then the reactant should be in the denominator. So, tandaan din natin. Isip ko lang kagad. Meron akong note dyan sa baba. If the small superscript letters are the stoichiometry coefficient. Ibig sabihin ito daw yung mga letters na yan should be the coefficient of the stoichiometry coefficient. Ano nga ba yung stoichiometry coefficient? Alam niyo itong word na coefficient na to kasi when you were doing the balancing equation, yung number na nilalagay niya before the elements or before the compound, yun po yung tinatawag natin na equilibrium. Yun po yung tinatawag natin coefficient. Yung number na nilalagay natin before the elements or before the compounds, pag nagbabalance tayo, yun po yung tinatawag natin coefficient. Dyan po natin ilalagay sa may superscript. And then, yung ito namang mga big letters na yan naman yung ating mga elements or compounds na given. Yan. Next, ito yung kanina. If rate forward is equal to the rate of reverse, then the rate of the equilibrium forward reactant is equal to the equilibrium reverse product. Yan. So, K is an equilibrium po, not a kinetic, okay? This is, we're dealing about equilibrium, so K is represented by equilibrium constant. Sabi ko nga kanina, in equilibrium constant, products would be your numerator and then reactants would be your denominator. So, products divided by your reactants is equal to equilibrium constant. Note that this equilibrium is not a kinetic. Ito yung sinasabi ko. And the rate of forward and reverse reaction are equal. Yung rate lang po nila, yung bilis nila, not the concentration of the reactants. Yan. So, equilibrium constant is represented by K and K has no unit. So, ang equilibrium constant po natin, wala po siyang unit, dimensionless. Concentration of solute should be expressed as moles per liter or molarity. Na-discuss ko to dati sa ating units of concentration. Yan. So, ang concentration natin should be in molarity. Alam naman natin kung paano kumuha, moles per liter. Yan. So, concentration naman of gas, it should be expressed in bars. If ever nabigyan kayo ng problem, may encounter kayo sa future na ang given ay pressure of a gas, ang gagamitin naman ay bars. Yan. So, 1 bar is equivalent to 10 times 5, 10 raised to 5 Pascal, or 1 atmospheric pressure is equal to 1.01325 bar. Yan po yung kanyang equivalent. Ito po yung isa sa mga patatandaan natin if we're dealing about the coefficient. Yan. Sa ating quotient reaction or reaction quotient, concentration of pure solid, pure liquid, and solvents are omitted. If, kailan tanatanggal yung mga yan? Pag pure solid po or pure liquid po, ang activity ng mga yan ay 1. Ibig sabihin, the value would be 1 molarity. So, pwede mo na siyang i-omit kasi kahit sino pa yung makasama niya, ita-times na lang din naman sa sarili niya. Diba? Ita-times na lang naman sa 1. So, walang mangyayari. So, mapapansin nyo to. So, minsan, hindi na siya binibigay dun sa given kasi pag nakita nyo yung word na, for example, H2O, tas ang katabi niya ay letter L, isabihin that is pure liquid, automatic that H2O, the value for that is 1 molarity. Kung nangyari, H2OS naman yung nakalanda is pure solid, ibig sabihin, the value or the activity would be 1 molarity din. Yan. The standard state is the pure liquid or solid. Makikita natin yan later on kung ano yung tinutukoy ko dito. So, for a reaction, nakikita natin yung ganyan yung ayos niya. That is for reverse reaction. Bakit ganyan? Kasi si reactant pwedeng maging si product. And then si product, pag binaliktad ni reverse natin, pwede siyang maging si reactant. Yan. Reaction, reverse yan. Reverse equation. So, for gases, ganyan din. Kilang yung ginamit niya kasi we're dealing about pressure sa gases. So, the unit would be in P in atmospheric. I-convert niya sa natin sa bars. And then, for solution, ito yung gagamitin natin, would be moles per liter. Yan. Yung nakikita natin dalawang bracket dyan, that is a representation for concentration. Yan. Or a molarity. So, ang unit natin for solution should be molarity. Yan. Ito yung i-note natin. The equilibrium constant expression has product in the numerator, reactants in the denominator. So, tatandaan natin sa equilibrium constant, yung product siya yung numerator natin and the reactant is the denominator. Reaction coefficients become exponent. Yan. Sinabi ko din yan. Equilibrium constants are temperature dependent. So, nakadepende yung ating equilibrium constant sa temperature. Equilibrium constant do not have units. Yan. Dimensionless, sabi ko nga kanina. So, wala pong unit ang ating equilibrium constant or your letter K. Yan. If K or your equilibrium constant is greater than 1, products favored. Reaction goes nearly to completion. Pag greater than 1, ibig sabihin, hindi na marireverse yung reaction natin kasi sabi niya reaction goes nearly to completion. Pag ang ating equilibrium constant below 1 or less than 1, reactants favor reaction hardly proceeds. Hindi naman nag-proceed yung ating reaction. So, it should be 0 para maging equal yan. Pag greater 1, yun, the reaction is nearly completion or completed siya. Hindi na siya pwedeng i-reverse kasi na-complete na yung reaction. So, pag negative na, less than 1 naman, yan, reaction hardly proceed. Hindi naman nag-proceed yung ating chemical equation. So, ito yung pinag-uusapan ko, ito yung isa din sa pag-uusapan natin, which is the reaction quotient. Reaction quotient is represented by Q or Q subscript C, the value of the equilibrium constant expression under any condition. Tatandaan, si reaction quotient, under pa rin siya ng equilibrium constant. Kaya lang, if you're dealing about Q or reaction quotient, ibig sabihin, the reactions are not hindi siya balance. Yan, hindi po balance yung ating reaction. So, kaya meron tayong letter K, meron tayong letter Q or reaction quotient. Given the initial concentration of reactants and products, we can determine the directions the reactions will proceed in. So, gamit ang ating reaction quotient, malalaman natin kung saan pupunta yung ating, or saan yung direction ng ating reaction. Kung sa right ba or sa left. Substitute concentration into the reaction quotient expression, which is the same as K except not at equilibrium. Ito yung sabi ko kanina, pag Q ang pinag-uusapan, not at equilibrium. Pero pag K, equilibrium po siya, or balance. Kung si K balance, si Q ay not balance. Yan. So, ang formula for reaction quotient ay same lang po sa ating equilibrium constant. That the product should be the numerator and then the reactant should be the denominator. So, pag makikita natin dito, ito yung ating formula ng ating equilibrium constant. Papansinin nyo itong ating quotient reaction or reaction quotient, same lang sila. Wala silang pinagkaiba. Bakit? Ang gagamitin nyo pa rin po ay yung formula ng ating equilibrium constant. So, nalagay ko dyan, Q is greater than K, reverse reaction favored. If Q is equal to K, then equilibrium present. Q is less than K, or Q or the reaction quotient is less than your equilibrium constant, then forward reaction favored. Yan. If Q is greater than K, then there is an excess of products which will react to form reactants, establish equilibrium. So, mag-shift siya ng left. Pag greater naman, pag less than naman, yung ating Q is less than your constant, equilibrium constant, mag-shift siya sa right. Okay, wait lang. Yan, ito yan. So, pag greater than, yan, Q is greater than, or your reaction quotient is greater than your equilibrium constant, mag-shift yung ating reaction papuntang left. Yan. Pag greater naman yung ating equilibrium constant kaysa sa reaction quotient, so mag-shift naman yung ating reaction papuntang right. So, pag naging equal naman sila, ibig sabihin, the reaction is the reaction is at equilibrium. Yan. So, K uses for equilibrium concentration and Q uses for initial concentration. Yan. This is an example for combination of equilibrium constant and your quotient reaction or reaction quotient. So, this is given. The equilibrium constant for the reaction is N2 plus 3H2 reverse 2NH3. So, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina. Saan yung aking photo? Ito yung tinatawag natin na coefficient. Yan yung tinatawag natin coefficient. Baka nakalimutan nyo lang. If the equilibrium constant is 1.05 o 105, at a certain point in the reaction, the concentration are determined to be N2 is equal to 1 molarity, H2 is equal to 2 molarity, and NH3 is equal to 2 molarity. Is the chemical reaction at equilibrium? Yan, ang tanong niya, nasa equilibrium daw po yung ating chemical reaction. If not, in which direction is the reaction moving? Saan siya papunta if hindi sila equal? So, ang given natin, i have your chemical, meron tayong chemical equilibrium. Ito yon, which is 0.105. Given natin ay N2, 1 molarity, H2 you have 2 molarity, and NH3 you have 2 molarity. Tignan natin yung ating chemical equation. So, ang katabi nito ay gas, ito naman ay gas, and ito naman ay gas. So, ibig sabihin lahat yan ay gagamitin natin. At lahat yan ay given. So, tandaan natin in equilibrium constant, the product should be the numerator, and then the reactant would be the denominator. So, this is your product. So, this is your product. That's why, napunta siya dito. Kasi sabi ko nga, product should be the numerator, and this is your reactant. So, dito siya mapupunta sa denominator natin. sabi ko din kanina, if you're going to solve for quotient reaction or reaction quotient, same lang yung gagamitin yung formula sa ating equilibrium constant. So, mapapansin nyo yung ating green, naka-green dyan na box. Yan, this is your quotient reaction. Same lang po sila ng ating equilibrium constant. Same lang ang gagamitin natin yung formula, anak. Ayan. So, you just substitute the value ng ating, you just substitute the value ng given natin. So, the value for your NH3 is 2 molarity. And then, meron siyang subscript ba ang, ayan, meron bang subscript or coefficient ang ating NH3? Yes, meron. That's why meron kang superscript na 2. And then, you have your N2. N2, the value for N2 is 1 molarity. Meron ba siyang coefficient? Wala siyang coefficient dito. So, wala din ilalagay dun sa superscript. And then, you have your H2. Yan, ito yung H2 natin, meron siyang coefficient na 3. That's why, meron ka doong superscript na 3. Yan, you just solve the problem. Yan, 2 raised to 2 divided by 1 times 2 raised to 3. The answer will be 0.50. If the quotient reaction is 0.50, and then the given na equilibrium constant at 0.105, ibig sabihin, the quotient reaction is greater than your equilibrium constant. So, ibig sabihin, the direction should be going to the, balikan natin yung nandito right, going to right po yan. Yan o, if quotient, going to the left. If quotient is greater than equilibrium constant, then yung direction natin is going to left. Yan. Pasensya na yan, greater than pala to. So, ang ating direction should be left. Yan, left po yung ating direction kasi greater yan. Next, we have here another example. Comparing Q and K to determine the reaction direction. So, for the reaction, N2O4 gas, 2NO2 gas, yan, your chemical equilibrium constant is 0.21 at 100 degrees Celsius. At a point during the reaction, N2O4 is equal to 0.12 molarity, and NO2 is equivalent to 0.55 molarity. Has the reaction reached the equilibrium? Tinatanong niya kung na-reach daw ba ng ating reaction o reaction yung equilibrium. If not, which direction siya? So, pag hindi daw, anong direction naman yung tatahakin ng ating reaction? So, let's just identify the given. So, meron tayong given na 0.21, that is your equilibrium constant. You have your N2O4, which is 0.12 molarity. Tandaan na, the unit for the concentration would be molarity. And then your NO2 would be 0.55 molarity. Write the expression for QC, substitute the values in a given, and compare the QC to the given KC. So, same lang naman yung formula ng ating equilibrium constant, that the product should be the numerator, and then the reactant should be the denominator. So, ang ating reaction ay N2O4 papuntang 2NO2. So, this is the product. So, ito yung nandiyan sa ating numerator. And then, yung ating N2O4, that is your reactant, kaya hindi dito yan sa baba. Yan, baka makalimutan nyo na naman. So, we just substitute the value. The value for N2O2 would be 0.55. And then, the value for N2O4 would be 0.12 molarity. Yan. Ma'am, saan nanggaling yung 2? Ito yung 2 dyan, sa taas ng ating, o yung superscript ng ating 0.55. Yan po yung coefficient dyan. Coefficient, yung number sa gilid ng compound natin. So, yun yung ilalagay nyo dyan. So, the answer will be 2.5. So, wala pong unit ang ating quotient reaction at equilibrium constant. So, 2.5 lang yan. So, ibig sabihin, if the value of your equilibrium constant is 0.21, at ang nakuha mong quotient reaction ay 2.5, ibig sabihin, the quotient reaction is greater than your equilibrium constant. Meaning, papunta siya ng left. Yan. Left ulit yung direction natin. Next, ito na yung sinasabi ko kanina. Tignan nyo ang ating form. Tignan natin yung given dito. So, mapapansin natin, this is the, ano ba yan? Wait lang. Na-erase. Okay. So, this is the equation natin. Yan. Yan. Kung mapapansin nyo, meron ditong H2O liquid. Yan. Sabi ko kanina dun sa umpisa, pag nakakita tayo ng pure liquid or pure solid, sorry, bubulol pa ako, pure solid, that is automatic 1, yung activity na, or 1 molarity. So, pwede na natin siyang i-omit or hindi na natin isama sa ating equation. Kasi kahit ano naman itatimes mo dyan, ganun pa rin naman yung mangyayari. Kasi 1 lang naman yung unit ng ating pure liquid. So, ang ginigay lang na given na HCl, kasi that is aqueous solution. NOH is aqueous solution, and then gas. Yan, gas. Aqueous, and then aqueous solution. So, you have your HCl, 3.2. Meron tayong NOH, 4.3. And then NaCl would be 6. So, ganun pa rin. Gagamitin natin yung equilibrium constant. The product, ito yun, would be the numerator. And then this one, the reactant should be the denominator. And then substitute the value. The value for NaCl is 6. O kahit ilagay nyo pa dyan yung H2O natin. Lagay pa natin dyan yung value ng H2 natin. 1M lang yan, 1. Type natin sa 1. So 6 pa rin naman yung mangyayari. So much better wag na lang ilagay. Or kung gusto niyo ilagay, okay lang din para hindi kayo malito. Kahit saan, okay lang yan. So, 6 divided by 3.2. Walang coefficient yung ating equation, chemical equation. So, wala silang superscript. So, 6 divided by 3.2 times 4.3 is equal to 0.436. Yan. So, the value for your equilibrium constant is 0.5. So, ang ibig sabihin yan, the equilibrium constant is greater than your reaction quotient. So, ibig sabihin, the direction would be going to the right naman tayo. Ayan. Because the quotient reaction is less than your equilibrium constant. Yan. I hope malinaw to.